tomatoes and basil, so for now, that's pretty much what we're planting. The Food is Free project started back in January 2012. I was just starting gardening, but it was all of our gardens were behind this big privacy fence. So we decided to kind of take a different approach to it, and we put a little front yard garden out in front of the fence. And even though we had tons of space to garden back behind the fence, it was the idea of doing it in a vulnerable place, doing something that you're passionate about, but where your community interacts with you and where you interact with your community as well. We also want to have a little kind of crater around them like this. Imagine the tomato or plant inside of a bowl, kind of, so that when we water it, the water will sink in. This is going to make such a big difference. We started kind of dreaming and thinking like, well, what if a whole block of people got to experience that connection? What if everyone on one block had a front yard garden? We realized that it had to be free, it had to be as easy as possible to maintain, and it had to be something that we could really make happen as a community. It's really all about starting in your immediate sphere of influence and just doing something, anything, to uplift those around you, and then sharing that message with others, and that ripple keeps traveling. Spread it out over in here, and there'll be a small little pathway that goes to the greenhouse, but we can move some of that soil over here, and then we're going to start planting out with a bunch of the seedlings here. I was raised here in Austin. I grew up, my parents had a garden, but I was never in the garden. After college, after studying film at UT, I took an insurance sales job, believe it or not, and I sold insurance door to door for cancer and ICU, and I was working 100% commission, knocking on doors out in the boonies of Texas. That actually helped me get here. I would be talking to people about cancer, and they would talk about the food we eat. I was making great money, but I was really not happy. Jonathan Horstman and I are the co-founders of the Food is Free project. It was funny how music and gardening were just like these kind of pillars to our foundation of a friendship together. It's been really exciting to be sharing not only the Food is Free project with him, but also our band Mighty Mountain, as they've kind of evolved side by side. It's fun being on stage with 8 people and rocking out, but also sharing a message about let's make some shit happen and let's love each other. We're just kind of riding this wave. I honestly, we had no idea what it would turn into, and we still don't truly know. What we've found is that food is something that truly unites us, and if we can start focusing on things that we have in common as a planet and as a species, I think that's going to be the first step towards really moving forward and creating a better world.